Today we're going to talk about body composition as well as caloric intake and caloric expenditure. So on page 21 through 23 in the book, we look at 4 different methods of assessing body composition. First one we talked about is the actual ratio of lean to fat, and that's based on standards where essential body fat is what you need for your body. Males at 3%, females at 10%. A healthy average for males is 13 to 18, and for females is 18 to 23. So that's the first number we look at. The second number we look at is your BMI ratio, and that compares your weight to your height. And that has limited value because it only assesses those two. It does not make a distinction between body lean mass and fat mass. The third number we look at is a wrist circumference measurement, and that is all based on your genetic body type and the 3 different body types. You can have variances within that body frame, but that's a good number to look at. And the last one is waist to hip ratio, and with that you compare your waist measurement, your hip measurement from your anthropometric measurements from earlier in the semester. You get a chance to see what category you fall in, whether it be a low risk or high risk. When you look at all 4 of those numbers as a whole, that gives you a better sense of your body composition, your body makeup. It is important to understand and know why that's important, because a higher percent body fat puts you at risk for certain types of cardiovascular disease, certain types of cancer, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and other various orthopedic problems. The second concept that ties along with body composition is caloric expenditure and caloric intake. To calculate your caloric intake, we calculate, first of all, BMC, which is basal metabolic calories, and that is 10 times your body weight. And that tells you your number that you need to take in on a daily basis for your body just to function without doing any sort of other activity. Next, you calculate what percentage activity level you are, and you multiply that times your BMC that you calculated prior, and that tells you how many calories you burn throughout the course of the day in activity. And that could range from physical activity to your daily, whatever else you do in a daily basis. Once you add both the BMC and the activity calories together, you get a total calorie needed per day, and that's an approximate number. It's not exact science, but it does take into consideration your body weight, it does consider your activity level, and with that, that gives you an idea of how many calories you should be taking in. It's only one piece of the nutrition puzzle. It's not the whole entire end-all be-all of the calories you need, because a calorie of a certain type of food is very different than a calorie of a different type of food and what it provides for the body. The final piece, there are 3,500 calories in a pound of fat. So when you are talking about weight loss or weight gain, your goal is the sound advice that is given is 50% of that weight loss calorie need should be from diet, the other 50% should be from exercise. So say, take in consideration, you cut back 100 calories a day, 50 of them from exercise, 50 from diet. Over the course of 35 days, about a month, that would equal 3,500 calories, so you would lose a pound in a month. And the same thing goes with rate of gain. If you consume excess of what you are needed as far as total calories, and you can consume 100 more calories a day, over the course of 35 days, you would gain 1 more pound of fat. So looking at all that, that's a great way to start off with body composition and body weight management. Next concept we'll talk about is caloric expenditure and equivalence.